Today I'm going to show you how to make a pair of baby booties, like these ones. They have a crocheted bottom and a tatted top. To make the bottoms, you can click on this link and go to my other video where I'll show you how to crochet these. You're also going to need a tatting needle like this one. It should be roughly equal to your crochet hook. Let's do this. When you have your sole ready, you can grab your needle and the yarn. First, you're going to thread your needle and leave yourself about 3 feet of tail thread, and I always like to leave a little bit more to make sure that I don't run out. And then you're going to take your sole and figure out what you want to be the back. I want this to be my back, so I'm going to insert my needle here. Then I'm going to put my tail thread off to the right, and I'm going to start working on top here. So as you can see, it doesn't really matter if you're right up against it, because when we pull through this, we are going to close that gap. So don't worry if your work is not very close to your sole. We're going to make 5. So that is 4 and then 5 and then a picot. And try to remember roughly how big this is so that you can make them similar size the rest of the way. Then we're going to finish with 5 more, so 4 and 5. And pull through the needle and pull all the way through so that you form a chain. Like so. Now, normally we would knot it here, and we are going to, but I'm going to put it down first. I need the 4th stitch on my sole. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Like so. And now I'm gonna knot it. And I'm gonna keep working the same chain as this. So 5, picot, 5. I'm gonna count to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And it doesn't matter if you come from the front and insert your needle or from the back, but be consistent so that's the same all the way around. I'm gonna tighten this chain as much as the other. Again, just to maintain some level of consistency. Now I think I reached a point where I want to start the front end of my shoe, so I'm gonna make another chain, but I'm not gonna put it down. It's gonna be the same chain, so 5, P5. Here I'm then gonna tie a knot, like so, and then I'm gonna flip it, because now I want to make a ring, and I want to set it down in the 3rd stitch on my sole. The stitch count is going to be 5, a picot, and then 5, and then I'm going to set it down on the sole, and then 5 double knots again, a picot, and then 5, and then I'm going to close it. So this is 1, but it's not close enough. Here we are. So I'm going to make the first as close to my chain as humanly possible. 3, 4, 5, picot, 4, 5, and now I'm gonna count to 3 on my sole, 1, 2, 3. It's a little bit difficult because I have been weaving in the ends. I think it's about here. And because this is the first, it's gonna be a little bit difficult because we've changed direction in the air basically. These are turned this way and these are turned inwards. So the first one, it may be a advantage to just close that so that you can make the rest of the ring. So here we are. We basically have a chain that goes down and a chain that goes up again, and we wanted it to be a ring. So I'm just gonna go and insert my hook here and make the ring. Should be looking like this so far. Gonna put the needle underneath here and make a chain. 5, picot, and then 5. After that I'm going to make a ring where I make 5 double knots that I'm going to join to the previous picot, then another 5 double knots. I'm going to join to the sole, and then 5 double knots a picot, and then 5 double knots and pull to close. So that's gonna look like this, and we're just gonna join it to a ring. So pull through and remember to catch the end down here. And I'm just gonna knot it, and I'm gonna continue to work a ring and a chain until I get to the same place as this on the other side. When you get to the point where you've made 2 rings that are opposite each other like this, you have to make the chains again. The chain we used to step up here, we're gonna make the exact same over here. We're just gonna use it to step down instead. So 5, a picot, and then 5, and then put it down in the 3rd stitch on our sole. Then we're just gonna make the same chains until we hit the back. To start the next round, thread your needle again and leave about the same tail as you just did. Now insert your needle in the last picot you made before you started making the rings. So that's this one. You're gonna continue with chains. They're gonna be 3 double knots, then a picot, and then 3 double knots. We're gonna set that down in the next picot. Now instead of pulling all the way through, we're gonna close this to form a ring, and then we're gonna join to the next picot. Continue with these chains until you get to the same point on the other side. Then you're gonna make a ring like we just did, and then you're gonna finish by making the same chain all the way around until you hit the same spot that we started this round in. Now the last round we're just gonna make a cross here, and we're only gonna make chains of 5, no picots, except for the first one we're just gonna make 3, so it's just a step up basically. Continue with chains of 5 until the end of the front. To end it, we're just gonna cut the yarn and sew in the ends, and you can sew down these if you want to. Sew it into the, I always sew it into the sole, so just pull the yarn through here and then sew it back and forth in the crocheted part. The pattern and a diagram for it is on my blog, and there's a link for that in the description. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.